angels do not lie. So if you're watching this, it's for a reason. You are ignoring all of your signs from your angels. Stop thinking it's just a coincidence. It's not. That's exactly why you were sent this. You're going through a transitional period right now. Know you feel that something's about to happen for you, and it is. Stop being nosy is what your angels are saying. Just allow it to happen. I feel like this could be a wish fulfillment, but to be honest, I feel like it's bigger than a wish fulfillment. Something that comes out of the blue. Angels are saying to save this. In your camera roll, you can remember to come back here because your life is not going to be the same soon. And you're going to be thinking, oh my god, that girl was right. Except you're not, which is why you need to keep it in your camera roll. And all messages from your angels that I'm getting for this message is a snake. I believe this is because you're shedding your old skin and stepping into a new one. Showing me some sort of stitching. Could have ripped something as well, and you have to get it stitched. Maybe you're sewing. And a sunflower. Love and light.
Congratulations! These next 2 weeks are going to upgrade you as you step into your most empowered form. The Lionsgate portal is officially opened and will remain open until August 12th. However, the portal's peak will be on August 8th, the night of the new moon in Leo. The energy from this is going to be crazy in the best way. Set your intentions and manifest literally everything that you want. Good luck!
Welcome back to Beginner Witch 101, and congratulations on your starting your journey. So I take a tea light candle, remove the tea light. I take a penny and place it heads up at the bottom of the tea light holder. Add cinnamon for luck, some mint leaf for luck. You could also use basil or rosemary. I'm using mint leaf. And 3 cloves for luck. Place those outside of the wick. Don't place them directly on top of it. And then you want to light her up. And as you're doing it, you want to envision you or the person you're doing it for being the luckiest person ever. Now, once it burns through, you want to take that penny and put it under your bed or give it to the person. Just don't spend the penny. It is not for spending.
Got it.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
See you later, baby.
See you later. You almost eat him.
You're gonna see him soon, I promise. You don't have to cry, you'll see him soon, okay? Aww.
Here's how to tell the difference between your imagination and hearing thoughts or voices from your guides, your angels, and your ancestors. First, let me clarify that hearing spirit doesn't mean that you hear them externally. You can, however, a lot of times it comes in your inner thoughts. So if a thought pops in your head and you hear we or you hear you, that is a message from spirit. Usually when we're using our imagination or we're thinking about something, we talk in the first person, right? We say I, but when it's from spirit, it's you or we. When a message is from spirit, it will often be to the point, it will be blunt, it will be direct, it will not be wordy or vague. The voice will be loving, positive, inspiring. It will never tell you to do something bad, or it won't tell you to gossip or harm anybody else. A lot of times the guidance will be about self-improvement or about helping others. It will not be about getting rich or famous.
I've tried many manifestation techniques, but this one so far has been the most effective. Maybe a little bit too effective. Use with caution, you've been warned. I see universe as Genie from Aladdin. It will give you whatever your heart desires, but if you leave the room for the twist, it will give you the twist as well. Write out the things you really want on a piece of paper, but here's the trick, you gotta describe them in the tiniest detail possible. Because if you do omit one of the most important details about your desire, ooh, you're in big trouble. So the way to counteract it is, right in the end of each desire, I trust in universe to deliver it to me in the best way possible for me.
Hold on for a second. This is a sign that your spirit guide is here with you. They may manifest as a crow, and this is what they would like to say to you. Spirit guide. So if you've been seeing crows, that's it. Trust your intuition here. You're healing. You need to rest deeply. They're begging you to rest. Yeah, dream. Sleep. Get that rest. Look to your dreams for answers. Yeah, answers. Truth. Exactly. What answers? What about? Clarity. Yeah, the clarity and truth is in your dreams. Yeah, I'm getting the tingles. You're needing to be free from a situation. Maybe you're feeling trapped. Yeah, lighten your load. You've taken You've taken on a lot of burdens, like a lot.
Okay, only say this if you are really truly ready to receive what you desire and to clear what is in the way. I want you to repeat after me. Universe, guides, angels of the highest light, I am ready and open and willing to receive everything I need to call in my desires. I am ready to play my part. Thank you, and so it is. Now, you want to pay attention to what shows up for you. Pay attention to any signs, any nudges that you receive, because they're coming. When you allow yourself to open up by expressing and voicing this, you open up your subconscious mind to receive what it is you need to receive so that your desires can show up in your reality. Let me know how you go.
Protection, protection. I declare protection against all entities who are against my perfection. Any hiding within, you are now ejected. Any energy in the wrong, you are now corrected. Protection, protection. I declare protection. I call upon the powers of my heavenly sections.
What is manifesting in your life right now? You are entering a new cycle in life. Your energies is uplifting, bringing abundance, security, and also new partners in love.
In the crystalline knowledge of you, drove me through the mountain, through the crystal like a clear water fountain, drove me like a...
When you get that tangible, physical proof of what you're capable of,
Everybody watching this video needs to pay attention because I'm about to tell you how you're going to spiritually protect yourself. Evil eye is fucking real. Welcome to the spiritual series where we're going to talk about all things spiritual topics, so make sure you follow along. Evil eye is when someone unintentionally or intentionally sends you negative energy or negative ill will. Just like you protect yourself in the material world by locking your cars, locking your doors as you should, you need to protect yourself spiritually. First, ground rule. Never, ever, ever talk about something if it's not finished to anybody. I don't care if it's your mom, your brother, your sister. If they're not directly involved in the process of making whatever this is, they will see it when it's finished. There's no need to speak about it. Before you walk out your house, every single time you wake up in the morning, you want to say some sort of prayer, some sort of chant talking about protecting yourself. You can find so many online or depending on whatever your religious beliefs are. You want to wear something that is protecting you. Silver is good, or you can go to some practitioner who can enchant objects.
Hello, sunshine. I have a very detailed and accurate reading for you. If you came across this, you came across the Moldavite, honey. And if you're wondering why it's so tiny, it's because ain't nobody need a big piece of Moldavite like that unless you're trying to fuck life. Although it's not directly the Moldavite, it's truly the Moldavite inspiring you. You get into the vibrational energy of the Moldavite, but that's a discussion for another time, okay? If you came across this pile, the first card I have for you is Zebra, okay? This is the only card I've seen so far. This card really truly represents someone who is a visionary, who is a creative, who cares about the world, and who wants to help inspire others. You could even make fashion statements, be a trendsetter in the sense that you understand black and white, you understand patterns, you understand fashion, okay? It also may be time to pack up your bags and to really getting creative, okay? It could be telling me that the eclipse is teaching you how to really believe in your illusions, how to believe in your dreams, how to believe in your creativity. I feel like now is a point of transformation in your life, okay? And you can understand both light and dark, and because you have this great understanding of light and dark, you're using that to fuel your ideas, all right? So let's see what's happening. All right, and so a little more about the zebra card is like, I feel like it's really about an open mind, okay? You'll notice that the zebra is a card of grounding, okay? It's really grounding your ideas, investing in new things, okay? Really inspiring yourself and inspiring others, okay? Time to embrace the creative, eccentric side of you and to embrace the vision of the world that you want and believe in so you can have it, okay? Let's see what's next for you. we have braid. And braid is all about identity. And that makes a lot of sense because like I said with the zebra, you are kind of a trendsetter. And in that sense, you have to have your own identity. You have to stand out, all right? The braid also tells me it's like holding on to who you are, okay? And so you may find yourself around people who have different ideas or values than you. You could even have an idea, you could even have stuff on your mind that people may even look at you and kind of judge you for because they don't even understand it. And that's where it becomes important for you to try to help others to understand it, okay? The eclipse is teaching you to be yourself. Be that eccentric bitch. So, next card, we have bellows breath. You'll notice that this bird is soaring in the air, okay? So I feel like right now in your life, this eclipse is teaching you how to really look at things from a higher perspective, how to see everything from multiple points of views, which can be sometimes difficult, okay? To rise above a situation and really soar through it, okay? Bellows breath is really taking that deep breath and looking above it, okay? It's moving on too. It kind of gives me Six of Swords energy, which is truly about thinking about what else is happening, trying to think about the future. And so I think Spirit's trying to say, keep your thoughts moving, okay? Don't sit here and linger on any identity issues you may have. Don't sit here and linger on anything that makes you feel less than created. Don't sit here and linger on anything that makes you feel judged for being who you really are. Spirit wants you to rise above it all, okay? Spirit wants you to rise above it all and try to figure out what to do because that seems like what's happening here. It looks like truly that you see things from a different perspective than people, and Spirit's asking you to embrace that.
It's all by your side. You got it to do long better. 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 You got it.
There's a lot of people talking about a shift in consciousness from the levels of 3D to 5D. What does this really mean? What this really means is that 3D is a level of the body where you identify as the body. And these are all the lower levels of consciousness here. These are going to be the beings that are stuck in their childhood trauma or mainstream desires of society or fear, and many more. And 4D starts with a level of courage where you have the courage to face your shadows. This is also the levels of understanding that not everyone has your best interest at heart. And that can include belief systems and in other systems, if you know what I mean. Because at the level of courage, you actually have the courage to be different, no matter what everyone else believes. And the level of 5D is a level of the soul, where you realize that all of reality is of the spiritual nature. And you realize that love is the answer. So those that are calling out those that are in falsehood, that are from the political arena, are always going to be in the 4D place. Because you'll find that that's all about logic and reason. That when you're in the level of logic and reason, it's super easy to tell what is truth and what is false. And the level of being able to tell truth from falsehood is actually this threshold right here, the threshold from 3D to 4D, because when you enter 4D, you can recognize truth. So 4D pulls up 3D to a higher level of consciousness by doing many things, from showing them why it's logical to heal themselves, to face their shadows, or to have the courage to, or to have the neutrality to face their emotions and feel them instead of bypass them, and so on. 5D gives 4D something to fight for, which is love itself. So at a collective level, this is why every level of consciousness matters. 5D is not better than 4D, it's just different. Because we need those people in 4D to stand up to the darkness. Just because somebody is not focused on the spiritual nature of reality, if they're having the courage to stand up to whatever system is oppressing them, we need that. This is all going to be dependent on where the soul's level is at before incarnation. Because a soul might have actually been from the 5th density and came and reincarnated into the 3rd density realm in order to help humanity and already have learned all of these lessons. So then they're choosing to focus on the 5D frequencies because possibly they've remembered what their mission was before they came into this planet. But some beings actually might be quite the opposite and might have came in and had a lot of problems with pride in their last life. And so them just moving into the level of courage is a huge improvement. And every soul is on a different path. And also you can move through all of the levels of consciousness in one lifetime if you are devoted enough. So just imagine it like this. In this reality, a soul might have completed up to the level of willingness in all of its past lives. So that means it starts its next level of the game in the frequency of willingness, because that's the amount of wisdom that it's gained as a soul. So then in order to complete the game, it's moving from willingness all the way up to enlightenment. Or it could be starting at any of these frequencies really. But just know that every level of consciousness plays its part. And as a collective, since we have reached the level of courage, we will not exterminate ourselves because we are in truth. What's happening right now on the planet is that falsehood is being exposed by the truth.
Big cap, damn homie, where's the drip at? Got this chick in the car, she complaining too much, told her sit back, sit back. Gave her some yak, told her relax, boom bow, that's how you fix that.
Okay, if you're just getting into crystals, listen up, because I've got the world's easiest hack. You know that you've got to cleanse and charge them, but you know that not all crystals can go in water, and sometimes you feel like you don't know what you're doing. I got you, boo. Get yourself a bowl and some rice, and literally just chuck them in there. Rice has got the cleansing energy of the earth that it grows in and the charging energy of the sun that it grows under. And it's so easy. Like literally foolproof. Leave them in there overnight and you are done. So easy. Let me know in the comments if there's any other information that you want to know or hacks that you want me to share. And of course, follow for more tips. What I'm about to share with you is going to help you in some area of your life right now. I strongly feel that if you're seeing this video, you need to hear this today. So we are out here creating our reality, right? And this is all based on our perception, which has been conditioned by all of our experiences up to this point. But here's the thing. Everyone else that exists right now is doing the same thing. People can only understand things at the level of their consciousness and their perception at the time. If you're feeling misunderstood and that person in your life just doesn't get it, it's because they literally can't. They won't get it until their perception shifts and they're able to expand their level of awareness. And I'm gonna hopefully save you some trouble here from putting in too much effort. We cannot control anyone else's behavior or response to anything. So until they decide that they want to grow and evolve, stop trying to do that for them.
I know my girlfriend is a witch. It's not like you ever tried to.
Palmistry reading. Phoenix Eye, you find that on your thumb. They're actually quite rare, but if you happen to have one, much better to draw it so you can see it clearly like this. And basically, a Phoenix Eye, it's very lucky to have this. And it also means that you have highly tuned in, intuitive ability. Amazing for psychics and mediums, the Phoenix Eye.
Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if... What the fuck is going on?
You're an awful person. Maybe, but I'm rich and I'm pretty, so it doesn't really matter.
Y'all ever heard of familiars? Let's talk about it. Because I recently had this guy come into my life. A familiar is a spiritual entity that comes to you to help you with your practice. Familiars are actually a great form of spiritual protection. They've come to us to not only help us better understand our world, but to help understand the spiritual realm as well. However, usually there is a price to pay when it comes to familiars, usually a form of exchange and protection for their protection. For example, this little guy lost his whole entire family, and in exchange for protecting him, he will aid me with spiritual protection. Animalistic forms are the most common forms of familiars, and it's important to remember that familiars don't owe us anything. This exchange is so important in the protection that animals give us. Care for care, protection for protection. The coolest thing is familiars can work with you in the astral realm too. And always remember that your familiar is just a spiritual entity taking a familiar form, and we should respect them as such.